Yes, everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel today and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. It is my Season 1 review for my Wolverhampton Wanderers save on FM21. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe. It's the first proper sort of Let's Play-ish video on the channel for FM21. I've been umming and ahhing about starting a Let's Play on YouTube, and we may see something later on in the year. But at the moment, I'm enjoying life on Twitch. We're streaming this at the moment whilst, you know, everything's sort of on lockdown. I'm streaming daily on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Dave as a party. Be sure to come and check us out during the afternoons. As you can see as well, some of you may not have seen, we've got a bit of a fresh trim going on, a lockdown COVID cut. But today I'm going to be bringing you the review for Season 1 with Wolverhampton Wanderers. It has been an absolutely crazy season, and Season 2 I think is going to be even madder. So Season 1, this is a nice little touch to start us off on Football Manager 20. They've added the end of season review, so just highlight certain things, and it's a great way to kick off the video as well. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're managing Wolves, let me know how you got on in Season 1, or if you're managing someone else, let me know how you're finding the game so far. So here we go, end of season review, Season 1. Today we're going to be looking at transfers, players, matches, tactics, goals, all sorts. But this is a quick overview of what's happening. New arrivals. I mean, this is sort of ruined. Well, not ruined, but it's already telling me my new transfers. Let's start off. Yunus Musa was the first one we brought in. Overall, £15 million, but a lot of it was in instalments. Young American midfielder coming in from Valencia. I really like the look of him, man. A really, really good player. Didn't play a huge amount. You could see he made 29 appearances off the bench. He started 8 games, but at the age of 17, 18, with attributes like that, you know, determination at 16, he's going to grow into a very, very solid midfielder. 6 foot tall as well. Really, really quality player. Next up was Christopher Oyer. In terms of, well, to be fair, in terms of the order we signed him, it was Musa and then Lawrence Shankland. Lawrence Shankland was a striker that came in from Dundee United for 1.9 million. Wanted a little bit of a backup striker for Fabio Silva, Jimenez, Adama, who played up top as well. And the Shank he was the man that we brought in, 1.9 million. I don't think he could complain with those attributes. I would be happy at a top championship level and below, or even a lower Premier League level, to sign this guy for under £2 million. 17 finishing, 15 heading, 16 composure, 17 determination. Physically, he's good as well. I think just overall, he's a pretty solid player. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that. A lot of Scotsmen coming into the chat saying, why on earth have you got Lawrence Shankland? But as a backup striker, he did all right. Scored 4 goals, scored a winner against Arsenal, which we might talk about as well a little bit later. Mate, the sun is beaming on my face, by the way. Sorry about that. Sorry you can't see the face. Next up was Christopher Oyer. He came in on, again, another one with instalments. A player to replace Sace, who we'll talk about shortly. Could play centre-back, defensive mid, central midfield. Started 7 games, came off the bench for 10. Scored a goal as well. And again, just a very solid player overall. Mentally fantastic. Physically, he's good for that role as well. He's 6'5" as well. Absolute unit. Really big guy. And yeah, happy with that signing for sure. Norwegian. And yeah, not a bad price to get him in at. Happy with that as a January transfer. And the other one was Musa Sissoko, bringing him on loan from definitely not Newcastle. I'd assume he might have joined Newcastle maybe. There you go. There's a glitch. There's a bug on the beta, which that's a little bit weird. Yeah, Musa Sissoko coming in on loan from Spurs. So yeah, 30 million. We didn't even sign him 30 million. He was on loan. We didn't sign him. Okay, there we go. Appearances, 9 off the bench. Didn't start a game for us, but yeah, there we go. Transfers out. Daniel Podence went. He didn't really fit into the system, if I'm honest. And he left to join Newcastle for £17 million. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying because, you know, he's a good player in real life, a player that I wanted to use quite a lot. But yeah, just didn't really fit into how he played. Roderick Miranda left for £1 million as well. Just was never going to get the game time. Romain Saiz left for £3 million. His contract was up at the end of the season. That was in January. Tried to let him go earlier on in the season. But just couldn't quite broker a deal. I think we had a £7 million bid from West Ham, but he rejected them. And Justin Humner, who's just a youngster who left to join Palace for 1.32 million overall. Loans out as well, just the one. Meriton Shabani, he went to Huddersfield Town for the season. Wanted to see how he developed as a player. Good player. And it'll be interesting to see what we can do with him next season as well. So, season's results, as you can see, unbelievable campaign. Finishing third in the league. Should have won the league. Should have won the league, if I'm honest. We'll look through that. Or we had a big chance to win the league, sorry. We had the second highest goal difference. But Liverpool, in the end, quite far ahead of us. We lost 8 games overall. The board wanted us to finish top half. We got third. We smashed that. Average home attendance was 30,000. Adama Traore in the league smashed 29 goals. We'll talk about how he did that as well shortly. But yeah, the league table's look nice. 76 points plus 46 goal difference. Palace, West Brom, shame, and Southampton went down. Our longest winning streak, again, this is must be another bug. I think this is just all our fixtures, to be honest. But yeah, you saw, right, last 4 games, we just, look at this run from like mid-Feb down to end of April, unbeaten, and then we had lost to West Ham, and then we had United and Liverpool back-to-back, and it was a 3-horse race for the title at the time. The game we lost to United, I think we just chucked the title away. We dropped points to Liverpool, then dropped points to Villa as well. So in the end, United did win the league by a point. But yeah, we didn't actually start the season off too brilliantly, and then we beat Arsenal, and all the way down to playing Brighton too. We beat Southampton 8-2, which is a ridiculous game. Adama scored 5 in that one, 2 6-0 back-to-back wins as well. So some really big wins in there. 5-0 win over Villa. In terms of the FA Cup, we finished runner-up. We finished runner-up in this one. Had a fairly decent run to Wembley, to be honest. Beat Oldham, beat Norwich, Watford, Middlesbrough. So straight away we played 4 teams there that aren't even in the top tier. 2 good championship teams in Norwich and Watford, but did really well. We got to Chelsea at Wembley in the semis. We were 2-0 down at half-time, brought it back and won 3-2. Fabio Silva scored a beautiful goal as well, chipped the goalkeeper. Got a bit of a bend to it as well. And then the final, we just, I don't know what happened. We were absolutely dreadful and we lost 3-0. And that was in the midst of that horrible run at the end of the season where the morale was just shot and we struggled. Adama, again, top goal scorer in that one with 6 goals in that competition. Carabao Cup was a disaster. We lost on penalties in the end to Barnsley in the second round. So yeah, not too brilliant in that one. But yeah, league overall was decent. Moments to remember, that biggest win, that 8-2 that I spoke about. Adama scored 5, Fabio Silva got 2, Yunus Musa grabbed the goal as well. Danny Ings obviously scored in Gineppo's well for Southampton. Match to remember. I don't know why it's a match to remember. We beat Leicester 4 goals to 2. Fabio Silva scored twice. Willy Bolly and Adama Traore as well grabbing the goals. And then goal of the season was Jimenez. You know what? Can we have a look at that goal? I don't know if we can. Let's have a look at that goal. It was a lovely lob, as far as I remember. 17th minute goal from Raul Jimenez. Let's have a look at this one. I think he runs a length of the pitch, or say runs at a decent amount, and then the ball comes to him on the edge of the area, and he just chips it over the goalkeeper. Let's have a look at this one. Match engine, by the way, bang on for FM. But yeah, picks it up from the halfway line, runs the pitch, and that is just that's illegal. That is a daft goal. Absolutely beautiful by Adama. And we're going to skip through all of this again. Not Adama. Great goal by Jimenez. Finances-wise, I mean, if you're a bit of a finance nerd, pause the video and have a look. In terms of broadcast revenue, it is all right. Top selling shirt was Adama. You got Raul in there, Matinho, Dendoncker and Neves as well. 15,000 shirts sold in the end. And then how we lined up. This was the system we used. A 5-2-3. 3 strikers. I don't agree with this lineup, if I'm honest. I'll tell you my favourite lineup shortly. But as you can see there, we played with back 3. Connor Cody as a libero. 2 ball-playing defenders either side of him. 2 wing-backs, which I used Aït-Nouri a lot. Nelson Semedo. Those 2 were the main left wing-back and right wing-back. Neves and Matinho played a DLP and a Mazzala in that position. And then the front 3, 2 pressing forwards either side of an advanced forward, and it just did the business. It did the business this season. You can see the amount of assists to start off with. Matinho, Adama's goal contribution, 35 goals and 15 assists. 35 goals in all competitions, that was for Adama. 17 assists for Matinho, 15 for Adama, 12 for Neves, 12 for Jimenez as well. It's very harsh on Fabio Silva not to be in here as well. But Pedro Neto, such limited game time. And he had a run maybe 3/4 of the way through the season where he just didn't stop scoring. He scored about 8 goals in 5 games. So yeah, he didn't have a bad season at all. Yeah, there's my manager. Mad hairstyle. Apparently I play for England. Made 9 caps of 3 goals. Yeah. Only one more Manager of the Month award as well in November. But the club awards, Adama won Fans Player of the Season. Pedro Neto got Young Player of the Season. Signing of the season went to Yunus Musa. Goal of the season went to Jimenez for that lob that we saw. But top goal scorer in the league was Adama with 29. Most assists was Moutinho. Most man of the match awards was Adama with 8. And highest average rating was Adama with a 7.47288. Very precise. Competition awards, we got North American Player of the Year was Raul Jimenez. English Premier League top goal scorer, which we expected was Adama. And then Fabio Silva won European Golden Boy as well. I'd love to see it. We broke some club records as well. Most goals in a game by a player was Adama Traore with 5 in the league match as well. Most assists by a player in the season was Moutinho. Most clean sheets, Patricio. Let's have a look. Fastest goal. We broke the Wolves record for fastest goal. Pedro Neto scored a goal in 12 seconds as well. And youngest goal scorer there, we've got Yunus Musa. So, there we go. That's the season review done. I like that. I like that new feature. That has taken up 10 minutes of time. But yeah, really happy with that one. And we could talk about, obviously, the plans and so on. A bit of a deeper look maybe into the system. This was the system, really. Started off with a positive mentality. And like you see there, the roles and so on. I probably will do a video on this, depending on how Season 2 goes. I'll probably do a video on this tactic and system, so keep your eyes out for that one as well. But immediate plans for the future, we've got a couple of players, I believe, coming in. As you can see, we've rejected bids recently for Adama from Real Madrid. Spurs and Barca want him as well. We rejected about a £75 million bid, around about that. But yeah, he's just because of his pace, acceleration, he just gets away from people. He's flair and dribbling. You just can't get the ball off him. And he scored bags and bags of goals. And some of the way he hits the ball sometimes is brilliant. We have given him a new contract recently to fight off January interest from Real Madrid. But we'll see what happens with him there. I keep saying in stream that I would only ever sell him if we got £100 million up front at least. And at the moment, we've had bids close, but not what I want. Not what I want for him. 2 players are coming in on frees. We've got Sergio Gomez coming in on a free from Dortmund. He's been out on loan at Huesca in the Spanish First Division this season. Still not too sure what I'm going to do with him. Whether I loan him out, keep him, sell him on. Managed to get a work permit for him. But physically, he's just not quite there. But I think it won't be a bad option to get in, especially on a free transfer. And Manuel Ugarte as well, who's been a player that a lot of people have talked about in the FM21 community already. And he looks good. He looks good. And he's going to be another young player coming in August for us. In terms of other players coming in and out, I'm not too sure where I want to strengthen right now. It'll be interesting to see where we go. To be fair, I've started Season 2 already on stream, so I know roughly the players that I brought. But at this moment in time, defence, I think, was probably the main thing. Because you saw in the table, we conceded 58 goals, which is probably very close to more than any other team. Other than Newcastle, that's more than any other team in the top half. So we really needed to calm that down. We scored 104 goals, which was 11 more than any other team, at least, as well. So just defensively, we had to strengthen slightly and strengthen things up. But yeah, in terms of the league, very happy with finishing third. Obviously into the Champions League now. We've got a £75 million transfer budget that we can play with in the summer as well. But in terms of the future of players, John Ruddy's going to be leaving on a free. We've got Otasawi, sorry, I'm still not 100% sure on. I don't know whether to loan him out. He's played a few games. He scored a couple of goals for us, I think, as well. He scored a couple of goals, one in the FA Cup, one in the Premier League. He's not bad, to be honest. I'm pretty disappointed because I've got really low determination. On some saves, you can get him with high determination, but still only 20. 6'4", definitely a decent option. Maybe as a backup to Willy Bolly there. Keanu Hoover didn't really play much as well. I think we might loan him out maybe next season. We'll see what happens for him. And Ryan Aït-Nouri, I'd like to keep him. I would like to keep him, but the £20 million, is that something I want to spend straight away? Because that's his optional fee to buy him, about £20 million. Vital Ferreira, unfortunately, we just didn't use much. I think he'll turn out to be a really decent player in games, so definitely want to keep your eyes out on guys. But yeah, I didn't really use him much. I don't think, again, another one with about a 20 million clause on him. But yeah, I'm happy with the season. Happy with how it's gone in terms of games and my favourite games and so on. I mean, I showed you some of the big results. We beat Southampton 8-2. Got a couple of 6-0 wins as well. Jimenez scored 4 against Sheffield United. Against Palace, the front three shared those goals. Norwich, we beat 5-1 in the FA Cup. We beat Villa 5-0. Jimenez got a hat-trick and missed a penalty in that one. Got a number of 4-2 wins, a number of 4-0 wins and 4-1 wins as well. We had 3-3-all draws. Everton, Villa and Brighton, all away games actually. Adama scored twice in that game against Everton. One player I do want to show you though is Fabio Silva, because he has obviously I've spoke to a lot of people that have started a wall save, and he hasn't really played much for them. But I wanted to make sure he played. He only missed 3 games overall in the league, and I think that's when he was injured. He started 30, scored 19 goals, got 12 assists, came off the bench at 5, and just slowly but surely, still only at 18, he's going to be progressing into a very, very good footballer. I think he's physically, he'll get a bit better. He's already quite tall anyway. Finishing, I just think he's going to be an absolute demon in the future. I'm really looking forward for next season, the 21-22 season. I think that will be his big season. I think if we can get him a lot of game time again, obviously with being in the Champions League, maybe going for the Cups a little bit more seriously as well, I think that'll be a very, very good season for him, and seeing how he can get on as well. But if there's any other questions, guys, please let me know in the comment section down below. You've seen the awards, the Team of the Year. We only got Adama in up front for the Team of the Year as well. Top Goal Scorer Award, Jimenez finishing second. Callum Wilson has been an absolute demon. I've seen on a lot of saves as well with that finishing. And again, a quick striker, good finishing and composure. I think could be the one this year. Could be a player to do well for you. But really, really enjoyed it. Not just the save, the game overall is a big improvement on FM20, I believe. So, yeah, guys, really enjoyed this season. Be sure to check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dave As a Party. Be sure to check out the WeStreamFM channel as well, the YouTube channel. We're doing daily podcasts on there over lockdown. WeStreamFM.com. There's some downloads and great blogs going up over there. And our Discord as well if you want to talk FM throughout the day. Follow me on my social medias at Dave As a Party. The links are all in the description for all of this stuff. And yeah, guys, look after yourselves. And until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.